How about some advice for the listeners on working with family members? What are a couple of things you would say?
Yeah. And it touches on that conflict, that thing there where you can have that conflict. And I think it's proceed with caution. I love working with my brother, and this was a very challenging conversation that we had. Early on, about 6 to 8 months into our business, we didn't have any clear roles. We were both
no operating agreement, no titles.
Yeah, nothing like that. And that leads to vision routes that cause conflicting visions. When you need one person, it doesn't matter who it is, and you need one person to follow and help build. And so with me, I decided, Mike, let me run the vision, because I focus on that long-term path. And why I work so well with Michael is he focuses on the short-term path. So I can say, this is where we need to go in 2 to 5 years.
Yep.
I need you to help me get there in the short term. So that's why we're such a tag team. So it's looking at, if your brother or your sister or family member, if they have the same skills as you, then what's the point of being in business with them? But with
Great point.
Yeah, and you're stepping on each other's toes more. That's the thing. So if you get into business with anyone, really, it doesn't matter if they're family. If they have the same skill sets on you, you shouldn't get into business with them. You need to hire people that are smarter than you in different areas. So Mike, he was at quant at Allstate. So now he's our data guy, and he looks at data and he understands data. Me, I am a person guy, and I work with people and help understand that. So the combination of these two things can push us really, really strong. And, I think too is you can't have grudges. There's been times when, even this year, where Mike and I have two very differing ideas and agreeing that we need to figure out a process and prove it, and we get so heated in these debates. And a lot of people think we're truly fighting, but we're just debating. Can
I do a really quick time out? Is there moments in the office where you two are going at it just a little bit, and the employees kind of just like, okay, let's go over here and wait till they're done?
Oh my God. You won't have any idea that really. Because think about it, we're brothers. We fight like brothers. Sometimes,
right?
It's less physical now, but sometimes I just want to punch him. But we've gotten a lot better at just like making, but also encouraging employees to jump in too. And that's
but that's pressure. I can't imagine. So the employees going. The brothers are like, hey, I like green. And the other one's like, I like blue. And you're saying, hey, guys, what color do you like? And they're both going, the employees are like, I like all colors.
It's so true. And this is why, as a founder, it's much easier to have the employees say, come to me with, I like green and this is why, and understanding that why. So one of our core values is understanding that why behind that and thinking differently. So if you're thinking differently and understanding that why, it's a lot easier when people come to you with those ideas and you can tell them yes or no and here's why, rather than you having to pitch the idea too. And I think just being upfront with everyone too. So at the end of the day, no matter how much you fight or bicker, you can always sit down and have a meal. And that's something my parents, if you're having a rough day, you can always sit down and just, go back and reset together.
Absolutely.
The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.